Hi everyone, I'm Casey Williams. Take a second and ask yourself, what does Lincoln mean to you? If you're like most people, you probably think of Lincoln as the builder of big cars like the town car, big fluffy boxes, real formal, big interiors. Or you might even think about cars like the old Lincoln MK8, real stylish, real sporty, and the Continentals before that. But more recently, it's really been vehicles like the Lincoln MKX we have today that are really defining the brand. So let's go take a look at it and see why it fits in the model lineup. Well, since the 1940s, it seems like every few years Lincoln has a new design theme. Well, the theme they're using right now, although it's getting ready to evolve too, is what you see on the MKX. It's the split wing grille that's derived from the 1940 Continental. I think it gives it a very classy upscale look, and it works very well with the streamlining of the vehicle as well. From the car, you got a lot of LED elements. Got the driving lamps down below. LED driving lamps here as well. Come around the side, and it really is a combination of modern and formal. 20-inch alloy wheels, but I like the body sculpting too. Get the nice body crease here, kind of breaks up the height of the vehicle, makes it look a little more sporty. And this line back here is really taken from the classic Continentals. The kick up in the shoulder line here. And again, more sculpting down below, just kind of break up the body mass. But the more formal side of it, you've got the chrome here. This comes out in a very formal way. And I think it looks very appropriate for a Lincoln crossover. Come around the back. The vehicle takes on the full width tail lamps that have become tradition with Lincoln. And I think, again, looks very good. Dual exhaust outlets. Trailer hitch. Keep in mind it is a crossover. Has plenty of power, but it's a crossover, so you're not going to pull a very big trailer, but you could get a couple of jet skis or a small boat. Power hatch. Makes it very easy to put in bicycles, strollers, whatever you need to get in. And then there are two buttons inside to help you put down the back seats. Press the button, seats fall down. You do it all from here. Again, very easy to get luggage and equipment inside. You can get two engines in the MKX. You can get a 3.7 liter non-turbo V6, or you can get the engine that we have in our vehicle. It's a 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6. EcoBoost is Ford's brand for turbocharging. Delivers 335 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque. So that means the horsepower is fine. In fact, it's more horsepower than the non-turbo V6. But the 380 pound-feet of torque really gives you that thrust, that feeling of power when you step on the gas. It gives a nice little boost around town when you're kind of taking off from a stoplight, but also gives you a nice thrust on the highway. So fuel economy, 17 miles per gallon in the city, 24 miles per gallon on the highway. It's okay for a vehicle this size and with that much power, but honestly I don't think it's anything to write home about. The thing that's important about what it is though is it drives very smoothly, the power is always there, and the gas mileage I guess is not just terribly out of range. Well, the first thing you notice when you get inside the MKX is the smell of leather. It's just fantastic, and it's true of all Lincolns. It's this really soft leather, you just want to caress it. The seats in front are heated and cooled, seats in the rear are heated. It's got a nice thick heated leather wrapped steering wheel as well. I think that's fantastic. I even like the stitching on the dashboard and kind of the aluminum look finish here too. I think it all looks very nice. But when you start tapping around, you realize there's also a lot of plastic in here that honestly feels more Ford than Lincoln. But there's also a lot of technology on this car. Some of the obvious, push button gear selection up here on the dashboard. I think that's very nice. Push button starting. It's got an automatic parking system for parallel parking. That's very cool. Dual zone automatic climate control. There's a lot of technology on this car. Of course, it has Bluetooth, USB, has adaptive cruise control, has the forward collision warning system with auto stop. If you don't react, it will. It has the blind zone warning system, rear cross path detection, and lane keep assist. So there's a lot of safety equipment on this car. I also like the dual pane panoramic sunroof, lets all the light in. And again, overall very comfortable car. 4 or 5 people can hear very comfortably. I think it looks beautifully, lots of storage areas down below. But they just really need to work on some of the details with the plastic. But still, even after all that, it smells fantastic in here. Well, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, what is the MKX all about? Is it a vehicle that helps define Lincoln, or is it just a fancy Ford? Well, it is very well equipped. I love the leather seats, all the safety technology, the Revel audio system, all-wheel drive, and the turbocharged V6 engine. All great stuff in the car. Drives very smooth as well. But when you get to it, You know, it is basically the same vehicle as a Ford Edge, which is also based on the Ford Fusion. All great architecture, all great cars. But when you get to a price point like this, you're really competing against cars like the Acura MDX, the new Cadillac XT5, and the Lexus RX. It becomes a little more rarefied in the crossover market. So talking about pricing, $57,710 as this vehicle is equipped. So against its competitors, I think it's right there with them. Well, next week we'll have another great car, and until then, storm forward.